What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at our first boss guide for Sekiro, and we're going to be starting off with a banger. It's a Sword Saint Isshin here. So I've seen a lot of people on Reddit on some of the posts I made showing off some flawless kills and some Demon Bell runs and Charmless runs that people are really struggling with Isshin still. And I say still, I mean Isshin's one of the best designed boss fights in any game that I've ever played, especially when you're not into the New Game 7. But for your first playthrough, Isshin is an absolute monster of a boss to fight. So I understand why people are stuck. I was stuck for a long time, but I promise you, using the tips that I show you in this video, you will be successful. So we're going to jump right into it. But before we get there, brand new channel, looking for people to join, get some more exposure. So if you like the video, you like the content, you like the clips that I put out, go ahead and drop a sub, like, comment, do all the stuff. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see, and I'll make that happen. Big shout out to my wife. Baby, I love you. Thanks for all the support. Let's get into it. All right, so phase 1 is going to be actually Kunichiro. I'm not going to spoil any story here, but you're going to start off with fighting Kunichiro. And at this point in the game, you should feel fairly confident and just smashing his face off, right? So I'm only going to highlight a couple things here. Excuse the editing. I had probably too many beers today, so I kind of double typed on Kunichiro. Not a big deal, but let's get into it. So popping my sugar. All right, fair warning, the sugar is going to make this very quick, but I'm going to do a decent amount of time explaining so it makes up for it. It's not a super long clip, but I did both of these in like less than 5 minutes. So yeah, sorry about the speed. Like, it's not, you're not going to get a lot of reps in on stuff, but I promise I slowed some stuff down for you. It'll be easy to understand. All right. So going into it, you want to buff up, make sure you have some spirit emblems. I used the Tanto. And you're going to go in here and just smash Kunichiro's face off. So the first thing he does is the Mortal Draw. He's got a black Mortal Blade. What you want to do here is Ichimonji double. And by doing Ichimonji double right here, before he gets his Mortal Blade off, is going to just cancel out the whole entire effect. So hit him with the Ichimonji double, and he's going to go down pretty quickly because you're going to be able to apply a lot of pressure on him, and you won't have to worry about getting hit with this in the opener of the fight. So, boom. And you'll see it cancels it right out. Alright, so next couple things you want to look out for. Obviously, Kunichiro has the bow and arrow. If he uses the bow and arrow, you want to just deflect or run away from it if possible, but better to just deflect. Jump over any sweeps, jump on his head, get that posture damage. Boom. Kind of funny that he timed that when he said crush and landed on his head. And then, obviously, he's got his thrusting attacks like this. But Kunichiro should not be a problem for you. So with the sugar, he goes down pretty quick, and we're gonna get into the real boss fight. Probably the coolest cutscene ever, but I didn't want to spoil anything, so I went ahead and cut that out. There we go. So let's get into Isshin. So phase 1 Isshin. Obviously you want to buff up, get your Tanto, do your stuff right. Make sure you're fully equipped. So the only 3 items I used in this entire boss fight is the Spirit Tanto, the sugar, and the loaded umbrella. Okay, now I did cut in some Mist Raven just to show you guys that it works, but when I used the Mist Raven, I didn't use the umbrella. All right, so just note those are the only I didn't even have a healing gourd. You know, I didn't have rice or anything like that, and I'm using the sugar that knocks off half your health. So I'm using the Tanto, which takes away half your health, and then locking my health down there using the sugar. So if I get hit pretty much once, I'm done. So this fight, 100%, you do not need to heal. You just need to pretty much get good, right? Kind of cliche, but we're going to get you there. So go ahead and buff up. And in phase 1, you're waiting to see what kind of opener Isshin's going to do. Take your time. And he opens up with the sweep. It's kind of like a combo, right? So he's going to put the katana away, what you see him doing right there. Then you're going to see it kind of sparkle. If you aren't close to him, he will not do this, right? He'll go into this animation, and then he'll do the Ashina cross, which he'll go halfway across the map to find you, and he'll do a really quick sweep. It's going to be like a double, like up and down attack, right? And it's super hard to deflect. Trust me, I've done it, and it's not like what I'm about to tell you. Just do this. Whenever you see him putting his katana away, just get close to him. Get close to him and get ready to deflect. Okay, this is if you want to play for deflects. I'm also going to show you how to do this without having to worry about this attack at all, right? But if you're trying to make it pretty and, you know, counter all the perilous attacks, this is how you do it. he's going to start putting it away. You get close, run up to him, and then deflect, and then jump. Alternatively, you can just completely dodge this attack and not worry about it at all. So I'll show you that right now once we get through this. So you're going to dodge left, he's going to attack, and then dodge left again, and then punish, right? You get a free hit, not a big deal. You didn't get the posture damage from the jumping on his head, but you're fine. Then he goes into a thrust, go ahead and punish. Alright, so this one is one of the more basic attacks that he does. It's the Dragon Flash. He's going to send 2 shockwaves at you. You have a choice here. You can either dodge away or just run in a circle around him, or you can deflect. On this one, I was being fancy and just chose to deflect them, but you can also just opt to run, clockwise in a circle around him and get behind him and attack him. He will miss. So this is not something you should be worried about. Just whenever you see all the air gathering up to him, you can even just run away at an angle and you'll be fine, okay? So just get away or deflect. It's not really difficult once you get the timing. As soon as he spins, that's when you need to be ready to deflect, okay? So boom, deflect. And deflect number 2. Now deflect number 2 actually pushes you forward, which puts you in position to attack him. But I didn't take advantage of it right there. Just kind of taking my time. And other than that, you're just playing to what he's doing. Now when he does this little step attack, you just need to be ready to carry. Every time he steps like that, just be ready for it. And that's the end of phase 1 right there. Now get the hell out of dodge immediately. Just get away, wait for him to do his stomp, and pull his spear out, right? So now we're facing Glocksang. Alright, so the spear has different timings for parrying than the sword does. That's the biggest issue with Isshin, is the difference between phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 is the timing of the spear. And I guess the Glock kind of, personally, it's fucking bullshit, but it kind of throws you off. But really, it's the spear. The spear has a little bit of an added delay when it comes to deflecting. So you need to just really focus on the position of the spear. Like when I'm looking at Isshin right now, you can see I have no HUD. I know if I get hit, because I'm using the sugar, I'm dead. So I don't need to see my health bar. I haven't used a prosthetic tool yet, so I should still have 25 spirit emblems. And seeing his health and his posture isn't going to make it go down any faster. So I'm focusing 100% on Isshin here. And I'm really looking at that spear. Okay? So right there. Boom. I'm going to delay my deflect. Sorry, a couple beers. Delay my deflect until it's coming down towards my face. Not going up to come down, but coming down towards my face. And that's going to allow me to deflect properly. And then deflect his gunfire, right? If you ever see him pull out the gun when you're close, you should just pull out the umbrella, to be honest with you. Alright. Again, with the Mikiri counters with the sword, it's really quick. He kind of just gets in there and jabs you. When he's using the spear, he has to wind up, right? He's doing like a whoosh kind of thing. So you want to wait until, not when he's pointing it back, but as it's coming over his head to initiate the Mikiri, okay? So you want to just delay it a little bit. Be patient, I promise. If you go too early, he'll fuck your face off. If you go too late, well, really, you won't go too late until he hits you, right? So if you go too early is what you really don't want to do. Going too late is not really going to be an issue. You'll probably get the timing down for it. So wait till it's coming down at your face, and then do your thing, okay? And again, you're just punishing when you have the opportunity. Now this big whirlwind attack, you're just going to completely nullify it with the umbrella. So as soon as you see that happening in phase 2, get behind the umbrella, wait a second, spin it, perfect deflect, and return with the projected force. Now, this is going to cause him health damage and posture damage at the same time. And in phase 2, this is really where you make your health damage really effective. It's going to be with the loaded umbrella. That's why I always bring the loaded umbrella to an Isshin fight. That's why I don't like using the Miss Raven. And the loaded umbrella is really going to be what chips away at his health through phase 2. Because phase 2 has a tendency to run a lot longer than all the other phases. Unless you play perfectly, then they're kind of even. So phase 2 is really difficult because he has a lot of charge up attacks, a lot of wind up attacks, a lot of 5-6 hit series attacks. He's got a lot going on, and when you're first trying to beat him, it could feel overwhelming. So just focus on using your umbrella. If you have to use all of your emblems in phase 2, do that, because phase 3 you can just lightning reversal until he dies. Okay, so just make sure you're using that. He's gonna do his gun thing, spin your umbrella. Again, umbrella is crucial here. I've beaten Sword Saint flawless on the hardest difficulty of the game, and I still use the umbrella, so it's not a crutch, it's a necessity. Okay, phase 3 is same thing as phase 2. Listen to that on the screen. Okay, don't do dumb shit. You got him to phase 3. He does the same shit in phase 3 that he does in phase 2, but he damages himself with the lightning. The only thing you need to be worried about is reflecting that lightning back to him, and I'm going to show you a couple ways of doing that. So, big combo, boom, he's going to do his thing. He's going to go and do a thrust. You're going to carry. There's a little bit of posture damage. Again, one hit just to kind of fuck around, nothing big. Right there, you're going to see he pushes you back, and he goes into his charged up wind attack. You can just dodge it like this. Boom, and then boom again. You'll be fine, okay? Now, what we're waiting on, we're being super patient, is his lightning attack. Other than that, we're just playing defensively. Don't do dumb shit, right? Use your prosthetic if you have it. Makiri when you can. Jump over the sweeps. And then umbrella anything like this. And then damage on his health. Boom. Too easy, right? Alright. So here you'll see lightning reversal. You have the normal lightning reversal, which causes you a little bit of damage. You have the Miss Raven option, or you have the Sakura's Wrath or Sakura Dance, which is the one I'm using here. I'm going to explain this in depth, but those are your 3 options for dealing with this. So boom, reverse the lightning on him. Now watch. He jumps up. I'm waiting until he gets all the way here. Okay, you see where the lightning connects with his spear? If I jump before then, or I Miss Raven before then, or I do a Sakura's Wrath before then, I'm going to take this damage. So I'm waiting until the lightning strikes his spear before I initiate my movement. And then as soon as it happens, watch, I'm going to do a little 360 thing. I'm going to catch it, send it back, and then boom. And he's going to get stuck there for a while. Alternatively, you can use the Miss Raven, which looks just like this. He's going to start swinging it down. I'm going to just hit the trigger. I'm not going to push it in any direction. Just let it go straight up in the air. And it's going to do the same thing. Okay? And again, after that, I'm just biding my time. I'm in no rush. Look. Deflect, deflect. I'm literally just going to stand here and let him kill himself with my sword. Alright? Another Sakura's Wrath. Boom. And again, I'm just playing it smart. I'm taking my time on defense because the offense is coming from the lightning. I don't need to do any more damage to him. It will happen. He will die, right? There's so many options for the lightning reversal that he will die. Right there, he was actually ready to go down, and I just didn't have the HUD on, so I didn't see the prompt, and I wasn't really paying attention too hard. But again, just playing it smart. I have so many spear emblems because I didn't use any in phase 1, barely any in phase 2. I'm kind of free to do my own thing here. And he's going to miss right here, which is weird. And then boom, that's Isshin down. And we're going to go ahead and do our thing. Cut his stomach open. If you didn't know, he actually commits seppuku right here. Or seppuku or whatever it's called. That's him right here pulling out his dagger and then stabbing himself in the stomach. So if you didn't know that, it's actually a pretty cool fact.
Do it.
And hesitation is... See you later, brother. Alright guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll probably be doing Owlfather next because he seems to be the next boss that people have the hardest problem with. And I've got some footage from him where I did some flawless runs. If you're past this point and you're just looking to do like the Demon Bell, Charmless runs and you're having problems, I'm going to have some more in-depth guides on like really perfecting those timings coming out in the future. But if you're just playing and you don't have any aspirations of doing like perfect runs on the hardest difficulty, then this is what you need, right? Everything else is kind of like a personal pride thing. So I'll have those coming out in the future. I have the videos on the channel. So if you guys want to check those out, you're more than welcome. Let me know what you think. But yeah, that's it. Sword Saint Isshin down. I promise you, if you follow these directions, kind of like guidelines that I put out, you will be successful. And let me know if this helped you get through it. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video. So, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next boss guide, which, yeah, let's go with Owl Father. Owl Father's next, y'all. All right, take it easy.